want to go over the storm forecast track because, again, as you heard, Ana is still a tropical storm. We're still expecting it to intensify into a possible Category 1 hurricane sometime in the next 24 hours. You can see by Friday, 8 p.m., it's further south than the previous forecast track, so a little further away from South Point and the Kau district of the Big Island by Friday night. Winds at about 75 miles an hour. You can see it slowly continues to push to the northwest, laying further south from Maui County on Saturday morning, packing winds at about 70 miles an hour, so a very strong tropical storm, and then making a little bit of a closer approach to the western half of the state. We're talking about Oahu, just to the southwest of us by Sunday morning, winds at 60 miles an hour, and then look at how it closes in towards Kauai. Not expected to make a direct impact, but even closer by Sunday night. So again, we are not in the clear yet, even though this thing is not expected to remain at hurricane status as it approaches a little closely to Oahu and Kauai. It is still expected to possibly bring in some damaging winds. Let's go over those conditions for you. Storm force winds at about 60 miles an hour, maybe even stronger. That's still strong enough to down power lines, bring down trees, flash flooding, as we heard from the National Weather Service. Also, we're looking at possible 20 inches of rain. That is very capable of not only providing us with possible flash flooding for south and southeast portions of the islands, but also some mudslides along those upslopes. 20 to 30 foot surf. We could see that start to move into the island of Hawaii as early as this evening. And again, storm surge at about 1 to 2 feet. So that's when the concerns for coastal flooding go up as well. And that surf rolling onto the roadways. Want to kind of go island by island and look at the timing of Ana. Again, of course, expected to possibly intensify into a hurricane. It did do some weakening, but it still has quite a bit of warm water to move through, so that could help with the intensification. The winds expected to pick up about Friday afternoon for the island of Hawaii, and then Maui and Oahu. Of course, Maui first Saturday morning, Oahu Saturday afternoon, and then Kauai Sunday morning. And the rainfall activity out of all of this, of course, is expected to start to make a move in towards the islands as well. And we have a look at that rain forecast for you so we can show you exactly when the timing of that is expected to move in as Tropical Storm Ana starts to close in towards the state. Right now, 440 miles to the southeast of Hilo. There you go. You see that blue coloring to the south of the Big Island? That's already starting to make its way towards the state about tomorrow afternoon. By Friday night, the southeast side, Pahoa down into Pahala, Kau, South Point, even the Kona side, getting hit by those outer rain bands associated with Tropical Storm Ana, which may be a hurricane at that time. So this is Friday night, moving up to Maui County overnight Friday into Saturday, covering a big portion of Maui, but also expected to move in some very juicy rainfall totals to Lanai as well as Molokai. And then want to go back to you because I've been hearing a lot of this outside of the news station. You know, people may be letting their guard down because this thing may not be a hurricane. But keep in mind, Isel was a tropical storm, and look at the damage. We had these pictures come in just after Isel, maybe even didn't even make a direct hit, but all those hours of those storm force winds moving through, enough to bring down those trees and cause a lot of damage.